So size 16 scud hook, black 3/32 speed, and then just like we did with that previous larva, you get that Wonder Wrap, and again you can, if you choose to do it a different color, you certainly can. Just even those tips up and then wrap down right behind that bead, secure it. And I'm using olive on this one. Again, a little bit lighter than the black. So secure it down, stretch that material, the Wonder Wrap, and just put a layer forward, almost directly behind the bead, and then start working your way. Get a little strand right there that's coming off. Start working your way back. Again, about 75–80%. That way there's taper built into that, and then come back forward. So you can see how that's building up. It doesn't have to be, you know, super smooth, but it just as long as it's on there, secure, tied down and stretched out, so it's nice and smooth. And occasionally that happens, and we're going to see if that holds. Since I'm there, I'm going to do black thread. And I never break off my thread. That's the first time ever. Okay, so just tie it down so it's secure. And then, so that right there is the basis of your larva that we did earlier. And then now what we're going to do is add some legs to this. And again, just using that leg or hen neck, brown in color. What I do is I even those tips up, grab them by the tips, and then peel those off that stem so that they're all even right there. And I position this time I'm going to do a little shorter. I position it so it's on my side, the near side, and secure with a couple wraps. And then if you have to, just push it with your fingernail so it's somewhat underneath that body. Okay, and then just clip those. Okay, if you have any there. So we just wrap it down again. You gotta make sure that your bead is positioned correctly, and that one looks fine. And then the addition of wing buds on the pupa, what I did with this metallic medallion sheeting is I twisted it kind of into a bow tie almost, so that way I have a tie-in point. And what I'll do, even if you tie it like this, actually at an angle, kind of 45°, right there, tie it down. So you already have one bud going the right direction. Just swing this one back. That way it positions itself there. Okay, and then wrap down over that. If you wanted to come in there now, you can certainly come in and trim it. Maybe a little easier to do it now. Just a little bit longer than that body. And then I pull these up because we're not having square wing pads. We're going to round them a little bit. So just come in here with your scissors and just kind of round them so they're not so blunt and have a little roundness to them. So you're starting to get that body and the wing pads built in there. And the only other thing I do is I grab that sparkle organza, lay that right up on top, about 50%, a couple wraps. If you have to, scoot it out to the side, fold this one back. So that way it's sitting right up on top but separated like that. So it just adds a little flash to it. Okay, and then secure it down, thread wraps, and then my black dubbing is where I just add a little bit of black dubbing to it just to finish it off. And this has a little bit of flash in it, a little purple or blue type flash. Gives it a nice coloration, but just to finish it off. And then a couple whip finishes just to clean it up. Clip it. And then come back in here and just cut those. Those are a little bit too long right now, so I just come in here and clip those And if you really want to get fancy and show off to your buddies, just come in here and curl them so that they kind of got a little curl in them. And basically that's it. So you got those wing buds, and if you want to hit them with a marker to darken them up, you can certainly do that. And then you got your little antenna and your thorax, which is kind of buggy. You can pick that out if you want, and then your legs underneath. Just add to it. So that's the Wonder Pupa, built off of the Wonder Larva.
Good looking fly.
Yeah, really good looking fly. It's got those little wing buds there. So